Hey there, it's Christi. I'm here a couple minutes early for the Chakra Gallery and just kind of checking in on my page to see if there's any messages. I am going to start the gallery in just a couple minutes. We've got 3 minutes until 1 o'clock. But I thought I would jump on right now. So, okay, we've got one. Liz Glass is watching. Yay, Liz! So we'll give it another 2 minutes. I'm going to message Casey Metaphysical. I've got 3 viewers now. Yay! As you come in, would you please put a little hi Tanis, put a little hi in the comments so I know who's here. Now, so I get a number. It's interesting. Up in the upper left, I get a number of viewers. And then sometimes people's names will pop up. I got a notification that Liz is watching, and then other people need to say hello for some reason. Excellent. Liz says, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I just finished a reading, so I was like, reading's going great, but I gotta go. And so there we are. Now I'm trying to send a message to somebody. New message. Trying to notify Casey Metaphysical that we've gone live. Oh, rats. This happened to me before, that my messaging will not. Okay, here we go. We'll give it just another minute. We've got 1 minute to 1 minute to 1. 1 minute to 1. This is taking forever to load. Forever to load. So I'm at home. We're going to see if my cat comes in and bugs me. She might. She's been a stinker today. Actually not. She's a good kid. All right, we're going to be talking chakras in just a minute. I am waiting for it. Sylvia, excellent. There you are. I was just trying to message you and to do whatever you do on your end. Good. So, just giving it 1 more minute. Gail Larman. Oh, hi, Gail. Here's my cat. Sorry about that. Her name is Annie, in case you were wondering. So Annie says hi. So yeah, when you come in, I see there are 8 now viewers. Katie, hi Katie. So sometimes I get notification like Liz Glass is watching, but I don't get a notification of everybody who's watching. Hello, hello. So if you guys would, please put your name in the comments. So I only see that some people are watching. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because of your browser or how you're watching. But Annie, hi Christi and Annie, that's sweet. Annie, you got a hi. What do you think of that? We'll see if the other cat comes along. He usually leaves me alone while I'm on live. Oh, that's great. On Casey Metaphysical Live now. That's awesome. Oh, if you are friends with them, their names show. That's it. That's it. That's got to be it. So everybody, when you come in, please put your, a hi or hello. Hi, Tammy. Kitty, this is Annie Banani. Put a hi or a something in the comments so I know that you're here. It is now 1:01. We will give it just 1 little minute because I know people are still streaming in. 22, we're up to 23. This is not beer, this is Izzy soda, grapefruit soda, and it's very yummy. We've got 25. So again, please put hi or your name or something in the comments so I know who is here. And then I will start explaining hi, Layla. Hi. Then I will start explaining about, oh, hi, Lisa, about chakras, what we're going to do, how this is going to work, all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, enjoy my cat. Hi, Annie. Struggled to find you and log in. You found me, though, Karen. Good for you. Tenacity pays off. Hi, Joseph. Okay. 102. We're up to 28 viewers. Just like 30 more seconds, and then we'll start with the content. Hello, Joseph. Joseph, you like my cat? This is Annie. She's gonna sit on my lap maybe this whole time. She usually doesn't sit for long. All right, I'm coming to you guys from Kansas City, Missouri, near the plaza. I don't know what part of town or the country. Like last time I did this Friday night, we had viewers all over the place. April and Ed, April, Dietz McQueen. Excellent. Hi, Ashley. So seeing a lot of folks showing up. We got 28 right now. Got 28 right now. Joseph, it's black and you can't see. I don't know why you can't see. You might need to, I don't know. I don't even know how to troubleshoot that. Joseph, can you hear me? Just say a yes or no if you can hear me. You can't say no if you can't hear me, can you? You can see, it's a miracle. All right, let's get started. We are here together for the Chakra Gallery. Now, a gallery is a gallery reading. That is a group reading. And here goes Annie. Bye, Annie. Springfield, Missouri. How awesome. Just reloaded. Okay, awesome. Joseph has it all taken care of. That's cool. Mersada. Excellent. Mersada, the last I knew you were in Jakarta. I'm not sure where you are now. Oh, here comes Annie again. Excellent. All right, so let's get started then. So this is a chakra gallery. This is a gallery reading. So in a live type of situation, we would be in a room full of people. But right now we're in a virtual room full of people. And as gallery readings go, what happens is I tune in, I focus, I get connected with spirit, I tap into my intuition, and then I start looking around the room to see who, I call it lighting up. They don't really light up, but just someone just all of a sudden comes into focus. And now Mersada says Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Okay, good. I see that you've made it back. That's wonderful. So I look for who just kind of stands out in some way. It's kind of like when you're watching a movie and then something happens to one of the characters, they react, and they, it's like the camera just like kind of zooms in, like all of a sudden they're right up front. It's kind of like that. So all of a sudden somebody just, I call it lighting up, but they just like, something about them just stands out. So Spirit is going to be pointing that out to me today. From Canada, that's awesome. Wow, that's so cool. So what's going to happen is somebody's name is just really going to stand out to me. And Spirit is in control of that. I really don't have a lot of control over that. So I'll be looking at chakra systems. I will be looking at your energy system. So by being here, you've automatically given your permission for me to look at your energy system. The energy system is comprised of 7 principal chakras. These are the main ones, and these are the ones that most people know about. It's also comprised of minor chakras. There's a bunch more minor chakras. Each of our organs has 1 or 2 chakras to them. All of our endocrine glands, our eyes, ears, stomach, spleen, gall, all that have chakras in them. Those are the minor chakras. We've got tons of them. Have them on our palms of the palms of our hands. We have chakras on our feet. We have chakras on the major joints of our body. Animals have chakras too. And animals have the same chakras that we do, but they have additional ones as well. They have, dogs and cats have sensory. I'm sure big dogs, big cats, wild ones, have sensory in their ears and their nose. They also have brachial chakra. The domesticated animals have a brachial chakra, and that is where they have their feelings of connection to humans. So the chakra system is very important. The chakra system is really what keeps our energy flowing in our body. And everybody has chakras. Oh, also the chakras, the energy system has the aura as well. The aura is the part of our energy that flows outside of our body, 360 degrees outside of our body. And the energy system is very important. It's the part of us that's connected with our higher power. So the part of us that we would call God, our connection to source, that is the flow of energy. If you've ever heard of chi, that is our energy flow. If you've ever seen Kung Fu Panda, and if you have kids, you have Kung Fu Panda 3 really focuses on chi, and that is the divine energy flow. The bad guy comes around and he takes everybody's chi away from them. And when he takes their chi, when he takes their energy flow, everybody's just like, oh, they're weak, they're defenseless, they have absolutely no will, they have no desire whatsoever, and they're really sad and deflated. But when our energy flow is flowing well, when it's flowing clearly and smoothly through the body, we have well-being. Whenever we have a block or an imbalance in our energy flow, it's like kinking a garden hose. When you kink a garden hose, the water can't get through. When we kink our energy system, our energy flow cannot get through. And we can start to have emotional upset. We can have kind of a general energetic blah feeling. We can have physical issues. We can have chronic physical issues. So what happens is we're born energetic spiritual beings. As we grow, as we develop, we start to identify more and more with emotions, energy. We identify things as good and bad. We have good feelings, bad feelings. But our natural state is to be happy and in wellness. When we are not balanced in our thoughts and balanced in our emotions, then our higher self needs to get our attention and starts to let us know. Our first sign that something is amiss is that we have emotion, negative emotion, sadness, grief, sorrow, anger, resentment. You get the idea. And so that's when we know that, wait a minute, the way that I'm thinking, the way that I'm seeing this situation might not be in my best good. It might not be accurate. Let me adjust how I'm thinking about this. Let me adjust how I'm interpreting this. But if we're not doing that, then that knock for our attention starts to get louder. And then we'll start to have blocks and imbalances in our energy flow within the chakras. And then if we're still not paying attention to it, then that knock gets louder and results eventually over time in physical disease and physical illness and irritation. And so it's not just like the one day that you have a bad day, crappy thoughts. It's that over time, these will become manifest, and the body finds an awesome way to make it manifest in aches and pains. All right, so hello, all the people who are watching. Katie says the physical manifestation of emotions is crazy, amazing, and weird. Heck yeah, it is. There's so much I could say about this right now, but we only have a limited amount of time. I do want to let you guys know, if anybody is new to all of this, anybody is just kind of awakening to this whole world, this brave new world of energy, emotions, and spirit, and connection and metaphysical stuff, I'm offering 2 classes this Wednesday at 6 o'clock, Thursday. 2 classes on Thursday. At 6 o'clock Thursday on Zoom, I'm offering Understanding Your Spiritual Gifts. And this is for us adults to understand how we're dealing with our spiritual gifts. Like if we feel blocked in a chakra, how we can deal with that. If we feel intuitive, what we can do with it. So anyway, so those of you who are new to this stuff might want to join in on that. You can find it on my Angels Guidance page. And then at 7:30, I'm offering a class, Understanding Our Child's Spiritual Gifts. All people come in to this world with spiritual gifts, and we can recognize them at an early age. And sometimes that frightens parents and caregivers and teachers. So I'm offering a class at 7:30 Thursday to understand our child's spiritual gifts. Those are both on Zoom. All right, so that's a little bit about chakras and the energy flow. The 7 principal chakras are what I'm going to be focusing on today at the the base, you can't see where I'm pointing, but it's like around the hip area, we have the root chakra. The emotional quality of that is fear and insecurity. It governs our feelings of, like, do I have enough? Do I have my resources? Are all my needs met? Physically, it governs the hips, the low spine, the outer genitals, well, of course, the genitals, like constipation, that type of thing. Here comes Annie. And then above that, we've got the sacral chakra, also it's called the second chakra. And it governs our feelings of sexuality, of gender, of creativity. We do hold other emotions there, but it can become blocked with, like if we have any ideas about our gender, about our relationships, relationship trauma, sexual trauma can be held there. Oh, and the root chakra, we can hold on to feelings of insecurity, lack, maybe a disruption in the home when we were kids. The third chakra is the solar plexus. It's right under the rib cage, and that is our feelings of personal power. It oversees the digestive system, the upper GI type of system, and feelings of personal power. Then we've got the heart chakra, oversees the heart, the lungs, the breasts, the mid-back, and it holds feelings of nurturing and love and compassion. And then the throat chakra, of course, is communication, as you can imagine, and it governs the neck, the thyroid, the upper shoulders, the jaw, the mouth, even the sinuses and part of the ears. So throat chakra, so feelings of, am I being heard? Do I have the power to speak up? Are my words being heeded? Am I holding on to what I want to say out of fear? So that's kind of important. And then where we throat, and then the sixth chakra, the brow chakra, the third eye, we also call it the third eye chakra, is right here in the brow, and it governs ideas of intuition. It's like the seat of our intuition. Also governs like depression, anxiety, that type of thing. That's why I caution people, you can turn off your intuition if it frightens you. I don't recommend it, because that energy has to go somewhere, and it will often block this chakra, resulting in depression, anxiety, insomnia, and all kinds of things. So I would like to keep this open. And then we have the crown chakra at the top of our head, that governs our feelings of our spirituality and our connection to the divine, and also just some of the upper mental processes. So that's just a quick down and dirty overview of the chakra system. All right, so I've got, and Kitty is adorable. All right, so I'm looking through here. So if you've not put your name or a hello or something in the comments, then please do. And that's what I'm going to be looking at. All right, Carol Parlalis, you are coming up. I am feeling some blocks in the heart chakra. So Carol, what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing is congested energy right here in the chest area. You might look at, oh boy, this feels like it's passed down from the mother. Feels like it's coming down mom's line, where you're needing to address caring and nurturing. It's like, do you feel loved? Do you feel self-love? Do you feel other people's love? You're having just some issues here with love, with compassion. It starts with you, right? It starts with self-love, self-compassion. All right, so there's that. Let's see. Is there a chakra? Tamara asks, is there a chakra related to your arms and elbow? Oh yeah, we've got chakras in our elbow. In addition to the chakras, there are energy messages in the arms and the legs. We can maybe address that in another gallery, but yeah, the chakra, the throat and heart chakra energy that does go down the arms. But oh my gosh, there's so much that goes into decoding what's going on with our energy flow, truly. Atlanta, that's awesome. Okay, Heather T. Brown, throat chakra for you. I'm seeing this resulting about the age of 5, maybe. Maybe you had a time when you started kindergarten or something where you were afraid of speaking up, and it's like this fear of speaking up, a fear of like being out there and having people hear you and look at you. I would address that. You could have some like shoulder tension. You could have maybe even some thyroid problems if it's been going on that long. So that's what I would see for you, Heather. I would work on throat chakra. Now, the thing is, whatever I'm talking to you guys about, there are things that you can do to help these chakras. So I would say, like, okay, I've called on the heart chakra and the throat chakra so far. You can go on YouTube and find meditations for these chakras that can help strengthen them. Affirmations. So as I'm moving forward, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how to balance these different chakras. So let me back up a little bit. Heart chakra. So affirmations that you can tell yourself are, I am loved, I am lovable, I can care, I love, I nurture, right? We can help with that way. The heart chakra, there are certain frequencies of sound that you can find on YouTube and meditations that help balance the heart chakra. The color of the heart chakra is green, so you can bring in green colors around you and green stones. Aventurine is really good. Malachite is really good to help balance the heart chakra. And then the throat chakra, which I mentioned for Heather. The color is turquoise, so wearing turquoise, bringing this in. Aquamarine is another good stone for that. Likewise, there are meditations and frequencies out there you can find on YouTube to help with throat chakra energy. Plus singing, chanting, toning. Toning would be like, just feeling that vibration in the throat. That would help a lot. Okay, Barbara Hernandez asks, can you address if someone feels like all chakras are blocked, please? Oh my gosh. There are so many people walking around and they are all blocked. And you can probably recognize them because they feel very off. They feel like they're not really comfortable in their skin. They feel like they're just like very low energy and not in touch with themselves. Yes, it is possible to be blocked in all of our chakras. And at different times we can be. Another thing I do want to mention is that, when we're addressing our emotions, when we are working through our emotional healing and are working through our trauma, we can help our own chakras. We can be out in nature, and that can help a lot, just to be out in nature and release some of our energy. We can, our energy flow can come and go just depending on our emotional state. And so you know that sometimes if your emotional state is like you're really withdrawn, then your aura might shrink in just like maybe a foot around you. But when you're feeling happy and expansive and your vibration is high and full, that energy field can go up to like 9 feet around you, all sides. So making yourself happy, getting happy, doing things that make you happy, doing things that make you feel light, that can really happen. Christi Bradford, I'm seeing some congestion around your knee chakras. So you're needing to be a bit flexible about moving forward. We can get blocks in our lower extremities just by feeling stuck versus not moving forward. And I do see this in both knees. So physically you might be experiencing just stiffness or like crankiness and creakiness in your knees, but you're needing to move forward. So maybe make a list of all the ways you feel stuck about a certain situation or any, like all situations. How do you feel stuck? Start to brainstorm. Start to look around at what are some possibilities. It doesn't have to be something that you do, even just planning and realizing all the things you can do that cause you to not feel stuck. All of the ways that you're not stuck. This can surely help you too. So when we're talking about blocked energy flow, there's like a mental component, there's an emotional component, and there can even be a physical component. We can certainly have illness and injury that causes a backward effect to affect the chakra. So it's like the chicken or the egg. You know what I mean? So we can have an emotional or energetic imbalance in the chakra that will eventually cause a physical trauma, physical issue, physical insult. We can have an accident or physical injury or insult that informs us and further blocks the chakra. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So yeah, this can have a chicken or the egg. Let me give you an example. So this woman, a Reiki client of mine, she said that she was having some, in fact, I had said, what happened with this ankle? There's like no energy going through it. She said she had broken it really badly. And I asked, well, what happened then? I said, this is your Achilles heel. What was going on? And she said that she was walking at night and came across a homeless person, felt intimidated and felt threatened. And so she started running and she fell and broke it. And I said, well, so you were feeling intimidated, you were feeling threatened, you were feeling scared. And so it was your Achilles heel was trying to get your attention. Your Achilles tendon was trying to get your attention. In fact, that's actually what she ripped. She ripped that tendon. Ouch. And so I said, so this was trying to tell you that you really need to deal with these feelings of being threatened, right? So that gave her a lot to work with energetically. I hope this is making sense. All right. You're welcome, you guys. I love this. This is what I do. Angie Beck, solar plexus, honey. You might be having some digestive issues. Ooh, you might look at all the ways that you could be giving your power away. How are you letting people overtake you? How are you letting people steal your power? Women do this a lot. I see this in so many of my women clients that their solar plexus chakra is blocked or imbalanced because we just give our power away to our partners, to our coworkers, to our bosses. We give our power away. We say, well, whatever you think, okay, I don't have an opinion, whatever you want to do, which is very normal and natural, but that's something we might need to address because over time that does steal your power. All right, so that would be for Angie in Atlanta. And then Tanis adds in toning for throat is E. Yeah, that could work too. Wonderful. What else Brenda Zimmerman Wenta. I don't know where you are, Brenda, and that's totally fine. But you are blocking your intuition, honey. So you've got some congestion, slight blockage here in the brow chakra. You're not trusting your intuition. What is up with that? You are a lot more profoundly voyant than you give yourself credit for. You're a visual person, and so you receive your intuition visually. We all think that clairvoyance is the bomb. That's the one thing that everybody wants to have. But let me tell you, it's not the only one. There's also clairaudience, claircognizance, where ideas pop into your head, clairsentience, where you feel it in your body. But Brenda, yours is primarily visual, and you're blocking it. You're not trusting it. You need to trust it more. See some calcification around your pineal gland. This is a little pine cone shaped gland, a little tiny one in the center of your brain. You're needing to work with that more and unblock that. PM me if you want some more information about that. Let's see. Vicky Penny, root chakra, honey. You're needing to address your root chakra. I would suspect hip issues. I would suspect, I'm sorry, this is a public forum, but I would expect constipation, maybe tailbone problems, that kind of thing. Having to do with, these are some messages that got passed down from your father. Messages about, about having enough, about having to work extra hard to make ends meet, about, I don't know, this just feels like real security and resource messages passed down from father, possibly even some religious indoctrination that's coming down in terms of having to hold really tightly to family and household units. So some root chakra stuff going on for you. You might want to address that. Doing some hip openers, like yoga hip openers and restorative yoga, that could help with the root chakra in your case, Vicky. It's just very, very closed. So we want to open that up. Like hip opening exercises, that could help a lot. Tiffany Shaw, newish to chakras. Okay. What's nice, I'm seeing it looks like a straw running through your chakras, like through the 7 principal chakras. It looks like a straw running through that essence, that center, that core is clear, but just like a straw, it's narrow and you're not getting your full flow. So imagine if your chakra system is going through they're stacked, the principal chakras are stacked through your body from tailbone up to the crown of the head. So when they're open and flowing, it's like a big sewer pipe. No, not sewer pipe. Big conduit pipe. I don't know. It's a big pipe running down. Yours is like a straw. So you've got a bit of opening in all of them, but you need to widen it. I would do some additional, like maybe some energy work. See an energy healer, a Reiki master, or you know what? Susan Warner is offering energy healing this weekend at the KC Metaphysical Fair at a really great price. See her; she can help you with that. You've got enough, and what's flowing for you is really clear and it's really vibrant and beautiful. Got some beautiful rainbow colors to it, but it just needs to be more. It needs to be opened wider. You're working on it, and I know you're working on it. You're doing all the things, but you're just needing to work on your energy flow. A good energy practitioner can help you with that. Any questions so far? Okay. Minnesota, awesome. Beth, I know you just live down the street from me. You're in my neighborhood, honey. Okay, let's see. Who else is lighting up? Holden, Missouri. Good. Marjorie. Okay, couple things here. Gallbladder chakra is needing some attention. It is attached to the solar plexus chakra. So that is the first one that lit up for me. That's the first one that came to my attention, was the gallbladder chakra. Holding on to anger. Okay. The second thing that showed up, okay, wait a minute. We got to return to the anger. This is old stuff. Let it go. You've been holding on to a grudge for a very long time. Let it go. 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 I won't even bore you with that song, but let it go. The second thing that's coming up is crown chakra. Crown chakra. Whatever feeds you spiritually, do more of that. You know, in the Bible it says, wherever 2 or more are gathered, I am there. But it doesn't say 2 or more of what? It could be 2 or more trees, 2 or more flowers, 2 or more blades of grass, 2 or more, who knows? But whenever we focus on what is around us and what our connection to spirit is, then we are opening our crown chakra. Whatever you find that can inspire you to awe, I would do that. So this blockage in your crown chakra, Marjorie, this could result in headaches, dizziness, confusion sometimes. I would definitely address that. You can sit in meditation. I don't know if you meditate or not, but you can sit in meditation and just close your eyes and envision divine light coming through the crown chakra and going through the body to cleanse and clear. But definitely address the anger and address the grudge. It's not doing you any good to hold on to that. You're needing to release. Let me know, PM me if you need any suggestions. I've got tons of homework that you could do to release anger and work on forgiveness. Okay. What else do we got? 2 or more. Yeah, I know. That always gives me goosebumps when I think of 2 or more. Okay, how do you know your intuition and third eye are on point? Well, this is a question from Barbara Hernandez. How do you know your intuition and your third eye are on point? Because you not only are feeling like you're receiving intuition, you are acting on it. You are trusting it and acting on it. And it comes more frequently the more that you practice trusting it. That's how we know that our intuition is being honed and is on point. Try, for those of you who are wanting to increase your intuition and work on your 6th chakra, try acting more on the hunches that you have. Start with small hunches, that ones that have no or low stakes. And, focus on things like, should I have this or that for dinner? And then when you feel like you've got a hunch about what you should have for dinner, do it. Act on it. Don't mind what the kids are saying. Not that, Mom. Not that. But act on it and see how you feel. When we practice trusting our intuition on small matters, it gets easier. And we are entrusted by our higher self to receive bigger and bigger information and bigger guidance. Okay. All right. We do have a question. If I feel like I'm blocked in all of my chakras, which one do I start with? Oh, that's a real good question. And I love the idea of lift, flood the body. Oh, okay, awesome. All right. So I can't really address each and every question, but I do want to address this question of, if I feel like I'm completely blocked, where do I even start? I would start with meditation. You may not know which chakra you need to focus on first. And honestly, you can't get it wrong either. But I would start with meditation. Get quiet. Ask your higher self. I feel totally blocked. I feel like things are not working. I feel like I need guidance. I feel like I need help. When you quiet your mind and take a few deep breaths, notice what part of the body maybe tingles. Notice what part of the body just brings your attention to it. Right now, I really feel my sacral chakra. I really do. And I know I hold stuff there. I know this. But just when you get quiet, ask your higher self. You can't get it wrong. Ask your higher self, where should I begin? You can even ask your higher self to help you clear your chakras. Why not? Why not? Good. Excellent question. Excellent questions. Excellent questions. All right, let's focus on someone else. Let's see. I feel like I called on you before. Okay, Christi Bradford, I just keep coming up to you. You're just like front and center to me. All right. Sacral chakra, honey. Need to work on your sacral. There have been some bad breakups that have left some trauma. I would suspect, I'm sorry that I know this is a public forum, but I would expect maybe some menstrual difficulties, heaviness, irregularity, pain, that type of thing, because these internal messages have been going on for a long time. You need to clear relationship trauma. I would recommend doing some basic soul retrieval. PM me if you want guidance on that. I can point you to a meditation that I use with clients. Just working on removing energy that's left behind by somebody. Every time we have an interaction with somebody, no matter how casual, there's an energetic flow. And we leave energy with them, they leave energy with us. And this is all kind of sifted down like sand through a sieve down to your sacral chakra. You could even be having some low back. In fact, I'm feeling this huge, like heavy ball of energy, Christi Bradford, for my low back, just like this cannonball almost, or a bowling ball at the back of my sacral chakra. Which is another point I want to make, is that the chakras, it's important to realize that they are not like circles, just like flat plates in the middle of the body. They're not. It's more like a column. So they spill out in the front, they spill out in the back. So they're not static. I hope that makes sense. All right. Let's see. Checking out some of the questions. This is good. These are great stuff. Okay, I did have a comment that the root chakra, if you're in doubt where to start, that's a good place. I would agree, although you can't get it wrong. Depends on what your goals are. if you're feeling insecure in your physical body, if you are feeling more physical issues than emotional or spiritual issues or just energetic issues, you can start with the root. If you're feeling more emotional, mental, spiritual type of issues, it's just like, I would just have this general emotional disease. I just have this general anxiety feeling. I'm not really even sure where it is. I can't put my finger on it. I would start with the crown. So I would say maybe start with the root and work up if it feels more physical. And if it feels more mental, spiritual, emotional, energetic, start with the crown and go down. You can't screw it up. I will say, I do think of all the chakras, the root is the most important. And I'll tell you why. I think of the root like a newborn baby. What does a newborn baby care about? The only thing a newborn baby cares about is, am I being fed? Am I being changed? Am I being picked up if I cry? Do I have what I need? Do I have security? Do I trust that that security is going to be there? Babies in orphanages, babies who are neglected, learn very quickly not to cry because nobody's going to come help them. And that is tragic. So I believe the root chakra is the most important because everything else is built on that. If we don't have that solid foundation, then it's very difficult to catch up and get that solid foundation later. So I do think it's the most important, but when you're talking about the whole system needing an overhaul, depends on what your goals are. Okay, I hope that makes sense. At least this is my take on it. This is my, like, in my practice, this is what I talk about with my clients. All right. Good. All right, getting some excellent comments. All right. Who else is lighting up? Good. Marjorie. Okay, we already talked to Marjorie. You've got some stuff to work with. Jessica Inman. All right. Feeling this in your shoulders. This is part of the root chakra. I mean, not, oh my gosh. Throat. This is part of the throat chakra. The shoulders are part of the throat chakra. I'm feeling this, just, man, it feels like the arms might not be even getting their proper energy flow. I don't know if you were the one who asked about the arms and the hands, but I feel like you're not getting flow all the way through your hands and your arms. Excuse me. In fact, I would work on the palms, maybe connecting the palms and the throat. Okay, so that could be good for you. So I'm seeing the root chakra blocked, and then it's affecting all the way down to even the palms. So this is something we can all do together. This is what I do with my Sunday school kids every Sunday. And yes, we've been doing virtual Sunday school too. So every Sunday I do this with the kids, where we charge up our energy, where we rub our hands together real fast. And all of you can do this too. You rub them together real fast. What this does is it focuses the feeling of energy. We go around all day and we don't recognize our energy flow. We don't really feel our energy flow, but this helps us with that. And we pull our hands apart. This is a delicious, delicious feeling. And I'm not even pushing my hands. I mean, it's like this is pushing my hands apart. It feels like an ever increasing beach ball. So you can focus your energy that way. And then for Jessica Inman, I would say do this a couple of times a day. Really wake up those palm chakras to pull that energy flow down through the arms so that you have the whole gamut of energy through your arms and hands. So I mentioned before that the body is like every part of the body does tell us something. So our chakras tell us very specific things, but our body tells us other things. Somebody had blocks in the knees, and that was about moving forward. Arms is about holding on to things versus not holding on to things. It's about giving, it's about receiving. So there's a lot to work with there. So see what resonates for you, Jessica. There's this, it's almost like a disconnect. Throat all the way down to the hands and the arms. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have? All right, got more questions. Is the anger and grudge familial? Let me check in. Is the anger and grudge, Marjorie asks if her anger and grudge is familial. Feels like yes, it is. Yes, it is. Feels like it comes from mom and mom's side of the family. Awesome. All right. Who else is standing out to me? Mersada, needing to work on your root chakra. Your frequent moves and the frequent disruptions that you've had in your life has caused some root chakra issues. And this is more recent stuff. This is just, the recent stuff is easier to fix. Just feeling rooted and feeling grounded. I know you've made this recent transatlantic, trans-Pacific maybe, I don't know, move. And you could be feeling a little unsettled. People who are going through divorce, people who are going through a move, people who are going through job transition will often have kind of transitory root chakra issues that can be resolved even more quickly than something that's more chronic or lifelong or just chronic type of root chakra issues. But someone who's going through that type of transition, feeling settled is huge, and that will certainly help. Mersada, I'm just feeling you're not even anchored in your body right now. You're just kind of like so on autopilot. You're not even like in your body. So being grounded can help a lot. I would go outside, and we can all go outside. We're restricted from where we can go and what we can do. I get that. But you can go outside. You can take a walk around the block. You can go hug a tree. Take your shoes off and put them in the ground. Put them on the grass. You can do that kind of thing. So that can help a lot. And Tanis says Reiki helps. Yeah, Reiki helps. I mean, this is what I do. This is my job. This is my profession. This is what I do, is working with people in my office and online, of course, because I can do this online, to help people discover their blocks and clear them. So energy work helps a lot. All right. Trisha, yeah, you're coming forward now. What do we have for you, honey? There is this disconnect right here, Trisha Osborne. Disconnect. It's like the heart and the power are not talking to each other. There's this line going right through here. And you're not getting the proper flow of energy down to the lower extremity of the body. So you may be feeling some digestive problems. Especially like acidy type of upper GI type of stuff. You might be experiencing more of that kind of thing. As well as I'm feeling just like really stiff and stuck at my mid back. It feels like I just need to crack it right there. So Trisha, it's like your heart and your power are not hooking up. There's a lot of power in love. There's a lot of power in compassion. And you need to work with that. Where is this originating? Where does this originate? Okay, let me focus in on this. Man, there's some issues having to do with food that I'm seeing. Maybe the feeling that food was love growing up, or that for you, food is still love. I don't know. It just feels like some issues around that, like feeding and food and love. I would look at that. Okay, maybe food was withheld until you did chores or something when you were a kid. I would take a look at that. Okay. Let me go through here slowly. Okay. Gosh, such good questions. It's like everybody's lighting up. Everybody is. Angie asks, for the solar plexus chakra, giving my power away, what sort of exercise do you suggest? This is a really good one that Spirit gave me for a client long time ago. We sit in a meditation or a meditative state. We just get very quiet and we go within. And this is true for everybody who feels like you need help with the solar plexus chakra. So I would sit in a quiet meditation, just a stance of quietness, go within, focus on a yellow ball of light in the solar plexus chakra because the solar plexus is yellow. That is the color that it resonates with. And when you feel very good and centered in that and can really visualize it strongly, or just imagine it strongly, it doesn't have to be visual, just imagine it very strongly. Then you affirm to yourself, I am powerful. I know my mind and I know my will. And then you imagine this ball growing bigger so that it like spreads outside your body. And you affirm, I am connected to the universe. I am powerful. I know my mind. I know my will. Whatever feels empowering to you, then you increase it. You imagine this ball of yellow light bigger so that it surrounds the room you're in. And you affirm, I'm powerful. I connect with my power. I connect with my will. Whatever feels right and affirmative and empowering. And then you keep growing this ball until it goes to the entire world. With each stage, you're affirming, I am strong in my power. I am powerful. I connect with my power. I connect with my will. All right, and then very slowly you bring it back in. You don't want to extinguish it, but you slowly bring it back into a manageable state. That can really help empower your solar plexus chakra. Awesome. Okay, we got some new comments. Okay, good. All right. Lisa Hunt Dickerson, sacral chakra for you, honey. Sacral chakra. Man, I just see you like doing circus stuff. I don't know if you do like aerial stuff, or stuff with the silks, but I just see you doing all this limber bending, or maybe this is something that you're needing to do to wake up. It's like this lack of mojo, needing to connect with your femininity, you're needing to connect with your sexuality. I worked with a client last night in a reading who just came down a long line of repressed sexuality. It's like generation after generation after generation. Sex is dirty, sex is bad, don't talk about it. And certainly don't do it outside of marriage. And then when you do in marriage, then it's just like, you have to be, don't tell anybody about it. Don't talk about it, right? And that's kind of an extreme attitude, but many of us grow up with that attitude. And not saying that, Lisa, you do specifically, but there's some of that energy that is trapped in your sacral chakra. And you're needing to embrace that. So many women have issues with the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. I often see them working in tandem in women because we are uncomfortable with our sexuality and we're uncomfortable with our power. And then tertiary to that would be the throat chakra, because as women, we often don't speak up. We often feel like we're not heard, that type of thing. So with the sacral chakra, so women who are experiencing some issues with sacral chakra and issues with the female reproductive system and all of the organs that are associated with the sacral chakra, uterus, womb, those are the same thing, sorry. Fallopians, ovaries, even the lower GI tract, bladder, that kind of thing. I talk to them about like expressing more of their feminine, right? Divine feminine, we know, is nurturing, caring, and giving, but it's also sensual. It's feeling feminine. It's feeling desirable. Feeling desirable is huge. Today I didn't have to, but I put on a little bit of makeup. You probably can't tell, but it's not for you. Guess what? It's not for you. I put on a little bit of mascara for me because I feel empowered when I do. And I didn't do much. I never do much with my hair, but I made sure and fluff it. So not for you guys and not for Annie, but for me, because I just feel more confident when I feel like I'm a little bit put together, when I wear something a little nicer, when I put on just a smidge of makeup, not much. I really never wear much, but I just feel more confident and more empowered. And so whatever it is for us women that helps us feel more empowered, more confident, just more confident in our looks and our sensuality and our desirability. We're not doing it for anybody else. Don't dress or do your hair or do your makeup for anybody but you. Okay? So you can feel empowered. So there we go. Hope this is all making sense. No, this is the same cat. All right, where do we find the events you spoke of? Oh yeah. So, we are out of time. The events I talked about, the understanding your spiritual gifts, Understanding Your Child's Spiritual Gifts. That's going to be Thursday evening on Zoom. Get to that. Go to either my Angel's Guidance with Christi Clemens Hoffman page, or the Radiate Wellness LLC page. So if you are watching this video, you accessed it probably through my page or the Casey Metaphysical, but I'm pretty easy to find. So go to Angel's Guidance with Christi Clemens Hoffman or Radiate Wellness, and those events are listed. You can sign up there, and it'll be on Zoom. So that's Thursday night. If there's any last words from Spirit that Spirit wants you guys to know. They say don't overly think it, right? We all have blocks in our chakras. Nobody dies from that, all right? Yeah, we can have emotional and physical issues over time, but we all have blocks and imbalances in our chakra system. It's just something that we all deal with from time to time, and it's something that we're always going to be working with all the time. So that's from Spirit. For me personally, I would say energy healing really works. Energy healing can help you feel clearer and lighter. But here's the deal with energy work. You can feel great when you hop off the table at the end of the session. You can feel clear, you can feel empowered, you can feel vibrant. But then you go back to the stress of life. You go back to your family and work and everything else. And then you can get blocked and imbalanced again. So it's important to do regularly, like once a month if you can. Every couple of weeks would be great, but certainly at least once a month. And Radiate Wellness has come up with some subscriptions that you'll be hearing about very, very soon. Subscriptions to help you just stay on track with your energy healing and your energy work. There are tons of resources out there that are free too. YouTube is full of information. One very, very last thing, and this is it, I promise. When you find a trusted source of information, only follow that as much as possible. There's a lot of conflicting information out there. So find a source that you respect, find a source you like. So a website, a teacher, an author, a provider that you like and trust. And then stick with that, because you can get quite confused by getting information from a variety of sources. So that's the last thing I will leave you with. You are welcome. Oh, thanks, Jen, for posting those pages in the comments. You guys are more than welcome. I'm very happy to do this. This is a public service that I do to teach and work with people on a big scale. So please follow either page, Angel's Guidance or Radiate Wellness. Thank you all so much for being with me here. Thanks for coming over. I really appreciate that. All right. Thanks. Bye.